You got a new series now on OWN that deals with dating in the modern world. People have never seen each other. Is this like similar to like an arranged marriage type situation?
Oh, no. No. This is a show that has couples who have been dating virtually. So they've been dating online, dating via FaceTime, but they had never met each other in person. I got couples who have been dating for months, but then couples who've been dating for years. My longest running couple has been dating for 12 years, but never met each other in person. So I bring them all under one roof to see if their connection can withstand the real world versus behind a telephone.
It sounds like long distance love, but face to face, right?
Yeah, it sounds like my cousin dating some dude in jail and he just up and down. That's all it is.
Now, how did you come about with this idea, and did your prior experiences lead to this opportunity?
No, this was actually, I will give the credit to the production company, Vernon Murray and OWN. This was all theirs. They were just looking for a host who can kind of carry the show, and they chose me. And hopefully I'm doing a great job. I think I am. I hope I am. But just kind of navigating the couples through. I'm just being the voice of reason and helping everybody navigate through their relationship. And I think it's also created a safe space for these couples to actually meet up. I know you hear a lot of horror stories about people who meet folks online and when they meet up in person, not all of them, but some stories. And, they just don't end well. Crazy world we live in. So we just created a safe space for these couples to meet up.
So basically, you're exercising your psychology degree.
It's a certificate, not a degree. I won't take the credit for that.
So you put the hat on as like a counselor, right? Like a relationship expert. Do you feed on your prior experiences to help you with this role?
I do, and then other people's experiences as well. I have 8 siblings, and I have a couple older sisters who have gone through the ups and downs, and I also have sisters who are married. So watching them navigate through their relationships and also displaying patience, grace, also communicating in a way that when we grew up, we didn't see that in our household. So watching them get it right has been significantly beautiful. So watching these couples in the house, watching them trying to get it right or wanting to get it right it's been a journey, but it's been interesting to watch because I also learned a lot from them as well. So not just trying to teach them and navigate them, but they've been teaching me stuff as well, just by watching.
Just start watching. Just watch the show. My question, my thing is, relationships, no matter what, like long-term or short-term, when you start, when you first start, or even 20 years, it takes work. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
It does. I think we lost the essence of actually wanting to work. I see the divorce rate is not as high, and I think it's because a lot of people, they don't want to work. The moment they get a little fed up, they're like, you know what, forget this, I'm out. And no, the marriage is for rich or poor. That'll work. Let's figure it out. Nobody wants to do the work anymore. And I think when these couples were dating for a significantly long time and never actually took the time to meet up with one another, I think it's because they didn't want to do the work. It's easy to say I love you over the phone and tell you you're beautiful and say all these nice things and then hang up and go on with my life. But I don't have to court you. I don't have to pay for dates. I don't have to really, really communicate with you for real because I'm not there in person. And it was easy for them to just live in this fantasy la-la land of just talking over the phone because it's easy.
Mm-hmm. I see.
It got hard once they all came in that house. It got a little hard once they came in that house and actually had to do the work.
You're really talking about like accountability, right? For yourself and for your actions, because it's different when you're in person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know that's a really hard thing for a human to do, is hold themselves accountable, but it's a great show.
Great show.
It's a great show. I think a lot of people will learn a lot from it, especially with the experiences we've been giving these couples. They can learn a lot from the exercises that we've been giving these couples, teaching them how to communicate, teaching them how to actually indulge in intimacy and not just touching, kissing, loving on each other. But like I said, communicating, connecting.
Very good. So now let's talk a bit about your history. You started off as a rapper in the Southside of Chicago. And how do those skills lend to your presentation skills now?
So I've always had a love for music. I've been doing music since I was maybe like 11, 12 years old. Been doing that for a very long time. And I remember breaking into the industry because I thought that I was going to rap for Terrence Howard. And I ended up landing this role on Empire. And I always incorporate music in everything I do because it is the only way I am really able to express myself authentically. You know, I'm able to share I'm my most vulnerable when I'm doing music.
And you need, and I think that, and can I just say that your role in Empire and everything that you've done so far, those skills are transferable. That vulnerability has a place everywhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think a lot of people take or look at vulnerability as a sign of weakness, but it's really my superpower. It's my greatest strength. Vulnerability has always been my greatest strength.
So how did you go from, maybe having a role in the first season to being brought on? What skills and what was it? Your humility that got you to the permanent role, or what helped you grow?
I think it was all of that, but I come from a professional world, so my professionalism, but also my authenticity. I know in Hollywood, if they say fake it till you make it, but being real always got me the meal. Being real has always gotten me the meal. I think one of the main things Lee Daniels absolutely loved about me was that I was authentic. And also, if I didn't know something, I asked a question. I really didn't know. And I remember having someone in the industry, I won't say their name, but they told me, if you don't know something, act like you know. Well, if I don't know something, I don't know something. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know. They told me act like I know anyway. And I think Lee Daniels was just, I don't know. I love Lee, and I'm so grateful that Lee gave me the opportunity because I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have the platform that I had he not saw what he saw in me. And I think the number one thing he saw in me was my authenticity.
But you do have to believe in yourself a little bit, right? And take a risk, put yourself out there. What advice would you... Hello?
You got to believe in yourself a lot bit.
Come again?
You got to believe in yourself a lot bit.
Oh, okay.
Not a little bit, a lot bit.
But what is it? What does it mean for someone to see something in you that you don't see in yourself, and being open to receive that kind of push?
This is what I always tell people. It is so beautiful when you have people walking around here selfless. Because when you're selfish, you can't see. But when you're selfless, you see everything. So when someone is able to share their gift, even if it's just by singing is a gift. Even just by seeing someone or recognizing somebody, it's a selfless thing to do. It's a beautiful thing. And that's why I make it my duty whenever I see people, even if it's just me paying them a compliment. You look beautiful. Oh, my God, you're such an amazing person. Even if it's just me paying them a compliment, we all want to feel seen. I think we're living in such a shallow world during a time like this that we forget to show love to one another. Or extend love to somebody, even if you don't know them. So it means a lot to me when somebody sees something in me that I can't see in myself. But it's also a reminder that, okay, maybe I am great. Even if it's just one person who saw it. I don't need the world to see it. Take that one person. And Lee was that one person. Claire Simon, who casted me, was that one person.
Wow. And you seem to be putting yourself in a position to do your own thing in the future. I can't wait to see what projects you come up with. The Never Ever Mets, it started on April 19th. It's on OWN Network. It's a 10-episode series, and you can catch Miss Rhonda Jones on it. Thank you, Miss Jones.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You as well.